Daniel, you were drafted in the second round. You leave Duke second round to LA Clippers. Dream come true. You went from Mr. Basketball, McDonald's All American, playing at the highest level at Duke, ACC, making deep runs in the NCAA tournament, playing with all these pros. You get drafted in the second round. It has to be one of the best days of your life. You played in the NBA for 2 years. Tell the kids out there just how you felt coming from Houston, Texas, from a program that you said didn't have no success at a high school level before you guys got there to being called to play in the NBA.
I mean, it was one of the best days of my life, if not the best day. But knowing what I know now and what I went through, it was a gift and a curse. God blessed me to experience a dream of mine that I had been dreaming about since I was a kid, right? But the curse was the team I got drafted to. You know what I'm saying? At the time, that's one of the worst teams, worst organizations.
The Donald Sterling era. Right?
Yeah, like in history of the NBA, maybe one of the worst organizations in the history of sports, right? And a young guy who kind of had, for whatever reason, got the tag of like needing some work. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got to get better, but like for whatever reason, I got the tag of, all right, we're not really sure what type of player he is, but I'm in the organization that don't have people in place to help me develop into right. And so the gift and the curse for me was I got drafted, dream come true. Curse was like, dang, I got drafted to the Clippers. Now I'm not thinking like that at the time, but like I said, hindsight, looking on how things worked and what was being said about me as a player at the time, it's like, yeah, if I could have got drafted anywhere else, I think my story would have been a lot different, you know, as my time in the NBA, because you got a team, some other teams, organization, I won't name them, but organizations who known for developing younger guys, right? I get that development and a chance to grow and learn, you know what I'm saying, and come into my own, as opposed to sort of kind of getting thrown out to the wolves and saying, oh yeah, like I told you he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a point guard. And that's basically what the knock, like I wasn't a point guard. So that's not a great evaluation of you know my game. Like I didn't play point my whole life. I got moved to the point my senior year at Duke. That's not being a point guard. You know
There's a lot of politics that go on with those situations.
So as an outsider, really, around the time you're getting drafted, what year was that you got drafted?
2005.
So that's really my introduction deep into, like you said, the AAU. At this time, you're out of it, but that's when this term grassroots is really starting to be used heavy. Shoe battles, you know, Nike, Adidas, 2005. OJ Mayo was around that time. You know, it was a crazy thing. But from an outsider, just hearing, after those 2 years, you went overseas. Was it Russia?
Yeah, my first year was in Russia.
So I don't know. I heard it was like a real lucrative deal that drew you there, right?
He got waived, and 3 weeks later he was out.
So like, was there other teams that were showing interest, or did you just look and say, man, hey, look, did you look at that overseas and say, this is going to be a great opportunity instead of chasing this NBA journey right here? Kind of take us through that.
So I don't have too many regrets in life. Okay. Like, honestly, don't have too many regrets. If I could go back and do them over again, one would be what we're about to talk about, my situation of getting released by the Clippers and then going overseas, and the other would be my recruitment process. Okay. Not saying I wouldn't go to Duke, but I would. I didn't, like I said, I committed to Duke on the phone and didn't go visit any other schools, right? So if I could do that over again, I would do that over again just to have compare and contrast of what's this like, what's that like. I don't know what any other situation is like outside of Duke University. You know what I'm saying? But then my situation of getting released by the Clippers, I don't know if I had, and it's crazy, I don't know if I had any of the offers. The first offer that came to me, and I was like, huh? When he said the name of the team,
like, what the hell that at?
I was like, that ain't no NBA. Like, where that's at? That's exactly, that was my, like, huh? Like, that ain't no NBA team. Where that's at? Right? And so I won't even get into that part of it. But yeah, so I don't know, bro. I don't know. So and the money that they threw out was like, okay, I got to consider this.
Yeah. Right.
But if I could do that over again, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't take that money, and I would take my chances because I'm still young, man.
Yeah.
I'm still got my foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? I would take my chances on going to training camp with somebody and trying to make a way.